Okay, we're going to start by drawing 2 large boxes on our paper. And you're going to take your ruler and in the first box draw a horizon line about halfway. Make your vanishing point somewhere in the center. And then we're going to take our ruler and we're going to go from corner to corner and draw some diagonal lines. Draw light so that you can erase these later, please. Okay. Notice I'm going through my vanishing point, or close to it, and I'm going to move my vanishing point just to make sure that it's actually directly in the center. Okay, so now I've got those 2 lines. These lines are going to help guide where I place trees and buildings and so forth. Then you can also make more lines coming from the center point and diagonals. This can be my road or train tracks or whatever I decide to use it for, okay? So now I've got several diagonal lines and I'm going to start making trees and or a fence or anything like that, okay? So the first one would, and this is going to be a fence. I'm going to place a fence post here, and the first one will be nice and large, and then I'm going to go ahead and place another line right here on a diagonal, just so that I can make all of them now go and converge to that vanishing point. So the second one is going to be in between those 2 lines, and then the third one, I'm going to make it just a little bit closer, because whenever they go further apart, they're going to start appearing to be a little bit closer together, less space, and then as you see, they look smaller and smaller. And I might need to move this one over just a little bit. And then they're eventually going to disappear. Okay? Now I can, of course, make my gate or fence posts, the other part of it, and just keep going, and it gets smaller and smaller and smaller as it goes. Okay, so now I have a fence post. Then I can go back and I can erase all of the lines that I don't need. Okay. So now you have a fence that has gotten smaller and smaller and smaller. It converges toward that vanishing point, and it is in the correct perspective. We're going to repeat that with maybe some power lines or trees. I think I will do some trees. So you don't have to make beautiful trees that are, you know, exactly proportionally correct. I don't care about that today for practice, okay? So you have to keep them within these. So the next one, okay, and then this next one is going to look a little bit closer together. And then the next one. And they get smaller and smaller until they basically disappear into the vanishing point. Now you can add anything else, your road, if you were to add stripes for your road. Notice that the lines are larger and further apart, and as they go backwards, they get smaller and look closer together. And then they eventually just kind of look like little dashes in the background, okay? I want you to repeat with the second box and you draw something on your own.